Hello, I'm Teacher Phil, and I'm here to help you improve your English. Let's get started. Today we have a story from Jesus. It's called the Good Samaritan, and it's one of the most famous stories in the Bible. We'll start off with vocabulary. Our list with vocabulary is inherit, to receive or gain something as a lasting gift, right, or possession. Then we have justify, to prove or defend an action, belief, or person as right, reasonable, or blameless. Number 3 is bandits, outlaws or robbers who Number 3 is bandits, outlaws or robbers, often operating in groups who attack and steal from travelers. Number 4, priest, a religious official authorized to perform sacred duties and guide worshipers. A priest is supposed to connect people to God. Number 5, despised, looked down upon with deep hatred, contempt, or disrespect. Number 6, compassion, a strong feeling of sympathy for someone suffering, paired with a desire to help them. Number 7, soothed, relieved pain, discomfort, or distress, brought comfort or ease. And finally, mercy. And mercy is like compassion, very similar. Mercy, it says the definition is compassion, kindness, or forgiveness shown towards someone in distress or need. So these are our 8 vocabulary words: inherit, justify, bandits, priest, despised, compassion, soothed, and mercy. Now we'll move on to our story here. It's found in Luke chapter 10, verses 25 to 37. I'm going to zoom it in a little bit so you can hear it, and the title is The Most Important Commandment. One day, an expert in religious law stood up to test Jesus by asking him this question: "Teacher, what should I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus replied, "What does the law of Moses say? How do you read it?" The man answered, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your strength, and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." "Right," Jesus told him. "Do this and you will live." The man wanted to justify his actions, so he asked Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" Jesus replied with a story. A Jewish man was traveling from Jerusalem down to Jericho, and he was attacked by bandits. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him up, left him half dead beside the road. By chance, a priest came along, but when he saw the man lying there, he crossed to the other side of the road and passed him by. A temple assistant walked over and looked at him lying there, but he also passed by on the other side. Verse 33, then a despised Samaritan came along, and when he saw the man, he felt compassion for him. Going over to him, the Samaritan soothed his wounds with olive oil and wine and bandaged them. Then he put the man on his own donkey and took him to an inn where he took care of him. The next day he handed the innkeeper 2 silver coins, telling him, "Take care of this man. If his bill runs higher than this, I'll pay you the next time I'm here." Now, which of these 3 would you say was a neighbor to the man who was attacked by bandits? Jesus asked. The man replied, "The one who showed him mercy." Then Jesus said, "Yes, now go and do the same." I just love this story. It's a wonderful story where a man comes and asks Jesus how to receive eternal life. And Jesus replies, love God with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind. Love your neighbor as yourself. But then the man wanted to kind of test Jesus. He wanted to justify his behavior. So he says, well, who is my neighbor? You know, try to narrow it down. Who is my neighbor? And then Jesus tells this wonderful story where a Jewish man had been attacked. He was left for dead. He was dying. And a Samaritan came along. And Jews did not get along with Samaritans. So the hero in Jesus' story is one of the most unlikely people. A Samaritan comes along, has compassion for the Jewish man, takes care of him, tries to heal his wounds, puts the man on a donkey, takes him to an inn, and even offers to pay money to try to help this man. And then Jesus says, which one was a neighbor? And the man couldn't even say Samaritan. He said, the one who showed him mercy. The one who showed him mercy. And Jesus says, now you go do that too. Wow, what a cool story. Well, let's try to find some of the vocabulary words in the story. I see one there, inherit, eternal life. We also have justify, kind of like test your actions, justify your actions. We have another vocabulary word, bandits. Evil people out trying to hurt other people, a bandit. Then we have a priest. That's also a vocabulary word, a person that connects people to God. The priests served in the temple in Jesus' time, and they offered sacrifices and taught and helped the people know more about God. Here we have despised. A lot of the Jews despised Samaritans. There was racism there. They didn't like the Samaritans. Another vocabulary word, compassion. The Samaritan man felt compassion for the Jewish man. Soothed. He soothed his wounds. Tried to help him to heal with olive oil and wine. He bandaged them. Put band-aids, put bandages on his wounds. I think that covers all of the vocabulary words. Oh, we have soothe and mercy. I forgot that one. The last one here, mercy. Kind of like compassion, but it's helping someone that's hurting. It's not punishing someone that's done something wrong. That's kind of the idea or definition of mercy. Yeah, I think we got all of them. So now we'll go to some questions here, and these questions are not too serious. I think you'll be able to figure it out. Number one, what did the expert in religious law ask Jesus? A, for a drink. B, for the exact interpretation of Proverbs. Or C, how to get eternal life. That's right, it's C. Number two, what was Jesus' answer? How to get eternal life? Letter A, be chill. Letter B, study for a PhD in theology. Letter C, love God and love people. Well, you can tell this is not a very hard test here. Not a hard quiz. This next one is true and false. The Jewish man got hurt because he wasn't paying attention and he tripped on a rock. That one is false. No, he got attacked by bandits. Number four, the temple assistant helped the Jewish man that was hurt. Let's look at our story here. Let's see, a priest came along. He crossed the road on the other side. He didn't help. Temple assistant walked over. He saw the man, but he passed by on the other side. So no, he did not help. That one is also false. The man that was a true neighbor to the hurt Jewish man was A, the priest, B, the temple assistant, C, the police, or D, the Samaritan. Yeah, the Samaritan. Number 6, what should our attitude be when we meet someone in trouble? A, that person can fend for themselves. B, someone else ought to do something for this person. Or C, here I am, send me. Isaiah 6:8. Yeah, it's C. We need to be willing and able to help people that are hurting. Isaiah's attitude was, hey, I'm here, God, send me. And that needs to be our attitude. Number 7, we should help everyone who asks us for help. Now that's a trick question. You want to say true, but as people we're limited. We can't help everyone. But if someone's in a life and death situation like this man, attacked, hurt, left for dead, dying, we definitely should help someone like that. And so, we need to be willing and able to help people that are hurting. Can we help everyone? No. Sometimes we have to say no. I'm sorry, I can't help you. But if we can, if we have the ability and the resources and the time, then yes, we should try to help and be a good neighbor. Love our neighbor, because that's what God has called us to do. Love God and love people. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the lesson today. It's called the Good Samaritan story, and it's one of the most famous stories that Jesus told. I just want to encourage you to be a good neighbor to the people around you. Those are the 2 greatest commandments: love God and love people. Hope you've enjoyed this message and this lesson today on YouTube. Give it a like, subscribe, tell your friends, share the video, tell your friends about this so that they can learn more English vocabulary and learn more about faith and what it means to follow God. Thank you so much for your time today. Have a great week, and God bless you.